Welcome back to the Trading Show. I'm David.
I'm the main man, aka Brendan.
Okay, you can't get mad at me. You continuously bring it up.
You know, I'm just gonna accept the nickname at this point.
Okay, you're the Minuteman.
I'm
All right,
accepting
the
it.
Minuteman is here with me, and together we are the 5.5 Minute Men.
Okay. Wow. Okay,
Give
nice.
myself an extra 4 minutes. So, all right, guys, Bitcoin. Take a look at this. Beautiful. We have these beautiful lines that. Who's the guy that painted? Bob Ross.
I love Bob Ross, man. Oh my gosh, dude.
Lines so beautiful that the Bob Ross man himself would be proud.
Just
Why?
a happy little line.
Because look at this perfect tap here on a wick. Now, if I wasn't on a very important phone call, hence the reason I had to push this stream back a little bit, I would have gotten in. And so those of you that watched the morning show, if you saw this, and I even had the flag on there for you guys, it was 68.5, 65.8, excuse me. And you got tapped in. I hope you got out of the trade. You would have made money. This was almost a 1% move. Add your leverage, add your margin, and you're sitting pretty there. And so, Brennan, looking at this, obviously this was a key level here for Bitcoin to bounce. This is on the 15-minute time frame. 1, 2, 3, now 4 bounces. You think it's too late to try to sneak into a long here on Bitcoin? You think we'll tap
What's the
this
time
level
frame
again?
you're on,
I'm
brother?
on the 15.
Let's see.
What do you think? Because I think there still might be some room.
That falling channel type of.
Yeah, there
deal,
still might be some room to get in on a Bitcoin long
see if I can
here.
get this bigger here. Let's see what I can do. All right. I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, I don't have the channel marked out. What is your where's the bottom line? Where did it tap? Is it this big wick right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could get in still. I think that I would want to attack probably this 15 minutes just opened. So I would probably attack the bottom of this previous 15-minute candle, the wick low, and see if you get tapped in with a limit order. That's what I would do, and then see if you can get it.
But I don't know if it. Here's my thing though. Like, will it go back there again?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
or you could just market order it. It's up to you. But
I don't want to market order. But
for me, I mean, really, where okay, so where would you put your entry then?
that's kind of what I'm thinking a lot here with you. I'm trying to get some of your feedback. We do have bullish divergence here. We do have bullish divergence, and we have bullish divergence on the 5-minute or on the 3-minute. There's your bull div. Right, lower low, higher low on the RSI. Everything's pointing to a move up here, man. And so if I'm looking at this trade setup, is this enough room for me? Yes, it is. It is enough room for me. The problem is we're going to have to take our stop loss. Let's see what this trade looks like. Okay, let's go down to the 5-minute. Let's say we retest. Let's say we retest here. We go 100%. We go long. Stop loss below the wick. TP at, what was TP at? TP was right here, 66. We'll call it 7. That's less than a 2-to-1 trade. That's hiding our stop loss.
I would bring the stop loss up a little bit. I don't think you're gonna sweep that, to be honest. I mean, even if it.
Bring it up to the close?
Nah. The wick low. Just put it on the wick low, though. I don't think you'll sweep it. Like, listen, so can you pull your trading view back up so I can see it? Yeah, so you see that falling channel, right? You're going to, I mean, if you go back down to touch it, which I don't think is going to happen. Let's see what happened the last time we touched it. If we scroll over to the left some. Yeah.
We did. We came in and put a lower low.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But, okay, so even if you hide it below the wick low.
But here's my thing, though. We're probably going to get out before this happens, right?
Yeah.
But here, it did not happen.
Yeah.
We actually, we came in, put in a higher wick low, and then expanded. And I think I think we might miss this trade, man. I'm trying to get in at a retest of our 9-day MA, which is at, I gotta exit this order, 66,143. We could put it just above it as well. Open long. Stop loss below. At least we can go. Oh, there it is. And then let's go TP up here.
Well, that's a pretty tight stop.
No, I didn't mean to do that. And TP was at 66.7. Okay, I kind of like this. All right, so here's the trade setup for you guys, okay? I'll draw it on here so everyone can see. This is going to be a Bitcoin long at 66,147. We're going to take it up to our VWAP, which is where we consolidated numerous times. It's held as support. This was consolidation area and then ultimately resistance. And then we're going to hide our stop loss. Where was our stop loss at? 65,917. 65,917. So this is, yeah, not bad. This is a 2.5 to 1 trade setup, okay? Now, if we get this trade filled live on the show, what I'll be probably doing is if we start to dip, I might be manipulating and moving my stop loss. So just pay attention if we do get into this trade. But here's a setup for you. Put your limit order in. This is going to be a Bitcoin long. Currently, I have my limit order at a 65x leverage. You can go higher or lower, right? Ideally, if you can, put in more margin. My margin is around $750. And so put your limit order in at 66,150. Your take profit's going to be $66,701. And your stop loss for the time being, and we'll see how this trade plays out, would be $65,918 for a 2.5 to 1 trade setup on a Bitcoin long. And so we'll see if this plays out. I'm hoping we get this thing filled live on the show so you guys can kind of see my strategy and how I like to play. But we've already came in. We've already broken above our 9-day move or our 9-day moving average. Move it down just a tad bit.
It's a nice trade.
Yeah, 2.5 to 1. That's not bad, right?
Yeah, that's not bad. Dude, I hit a swamp banger of a trade on gold last night.
A swamp banger?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know what
am I getting to the point in age where...
I don't know what I was going to say. I just was trying to make something up because this trade was absolutely phenomenal. Let me show you it. So this is the trade right here. This is a 6 to 1.
Also, what did you call it again? A swamp what?
A swamp banger.
Swamp banger.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Just came out like that on accident, you know.
All right.
This is a 5.5 to 1 trade right here, and I could have even gotten more out of it, but I thought upon the sweep of New York high we were going to see a movement to the downside, but we just kept going higher after we swept the high. So I found the first for value gap in the Asia session, which came right here. Wait, am I tripping? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm on the 15-minute. That's why. That makes more sense now.
And we got filled.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Real quick, so not to cut you off, Brennan, but because this trade got filled. So here's currently our trade did get filled.
Let's toss it on the wall.
Oh, yeah, should we put it on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the wall. Put it on the wall. Okay.
It is really tall.
The wall or?
Me.
You're definitely not very tall.
I'm huge.
Man, we can bang $50 right now, bro. Close it out right now. Pocket $50. Should we do it? Probably not. So our trade got tapped in at $66,148. You can see that is where we had our 9-day moving average. That is also, that's it, our 9-day moving average. Stop loss currently, and this is fluid, guys, is at 65,917. Take profit 66, just shy of $700. So 66,700. That is where our VWAP lives, our VWAP lower band. I expect price to get rejected there on the way back up. We'll take our profits. It might very well blow through that, get to VWAP second and third band, but we're not going to play that game. We're going to take our profits. We'll bank them, and we'll on to the next trade.
What if you see God candle just fly through right here?
I think we might, man. I think we might. I think, so a lot of confluence for me, at least, you know, when we're on the Bitcoin chart, as we're kind of watching this trade play out here. One was that falling channel, that trend line got respected, and how price reacted on the lower time frames. So for me, it was, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but the risk to reward was there, and there was enough room for me, in my opinion, for Bitcoin to run. Now, overall, high time frame bias, I'm probably going to be more on the bearish side, but that's not to say that we can't scalp some longs along the way. And so, I wonder what this would look like if I brought TP down to our 26-day MA. That might not be bad, Brendan. What do you think about that?
This is 0.9 trade to 1.
Yeah. Or we do that and we move our stop loss up.
Yeah, but then you might as well just ask. You should just be asking for a scam wick.
Let's see. I'm open. I'm open to maneuvering, and that's kind of why, guys, if you're serious about trading and you do follow trades, just watch the show, right? Because it's a lot faster for you to see what I'm actually doing than for me to do it and then go into Discord or go on Twitter and say something. So that is what I recommend. But I am very open to the idea of seeing what Bitcoin's price does at our 26-day moving average up here. Excuse me, our 21-day moving average up here. If we get a hard rejection, I might just cap my trade at profit 80 to 120 bucks. Bank that in the wallet and then move on to the next trade. So right now, it's kind of doing exactly what we expected. Or what we're expecting.
Yeah.
But not to say that it won't completely reverse. Just like, remember what was the show yesterday? I was trying to make a trade for the community. I was trying to pay you guys, and well, Bitcoin had other ideas.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Anyways, let's go back to your trade, man. I know I kind of cut you off.
No, you're
a little
good.
bit. You said you got in at the open, correct?
Yeah, so Asia Open, I waited for a long time actually. This was like almost 2 hours or an hour I waited for this fair value gap. But off the first fair value gap, we got it, right? And then it took let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to retest and hold above this fair value gap. So after that fair value gap, I got in on this candle right here at the candle closure of the one that respected our fair value gap, and we moved out of it. Like literally, we swept New York highs and then kept going after that. I put my TP at New York high because I didn't want to catch a liquidity sweep and then see it move to the downside. And so after we swept New York high, and then we just kept going higher and higher and higher. And I've been trading gold for 4 days now, and all 4 days I've hit a trade. And so,
you made money?
Yeah.
Beautiful. What was the last one you did? What percentage return?
I don't know. I don't have my Bitunix pulled up right now. That's on me. That's on me, community. That's on me. I think it was, I don't know, but this is pretty good right here.
That's definitely not a swamp banger, man.
Yeah, dang
That's a gutter banger, you know?
I mean, maybe it tells me on this thing right here. Close P&L. What does that mean? 35.69. What's that say?
I don't know if you have I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work like that.
Do you have any APIs connected to your trading view?
What's that mean?
Never mind, you don't. Okay, let's take a look at the markets here, my friends. Let's look at the Bublés. We have a couple crypto projects that are up. World Liberty Finance is up. Cosmos, wow. Brendan, you haven't done a Cosmos. You've never looked at Cosmos, have you?
Ever.
Okay, ATOM, Atom. Okay. And I want you to pull up the chart, and I want to see your reaction to the price action. I would recommend, Brendan, starting on the high time frames. But it's up 7% on the day as Bitcoin is approaching its 21-day moving average.
What the hell?
Okay, go ahead.
Let me go to the day. I've never seen something like this. It's like a... Holy...
I mean, this thing has consistently, and what are you on? Bybit? Yeah.
I mean, this is when the thing opened. And this is it now.
Yeah, yeah.
We've been in a steady downtrend since the open of the coin. Is this one of those 22-year-olds that knew how to code that Robin was talking about the other day?
Maybe.
Or talking about today in the morning show? This is crazy. I don't know.
It's up 7% on the day.
David.
You gotta go?
I gotta go. I have a call.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
He's like, I gotta go. I'm like, okay. Come on in, Rob. Sit down. Out with the old, in with the new. I mean, out with the new, in with the old. What are we doing? You know, I'm curious
Eating
to get
some leftover chicken tendies.
Ew,
Pretty good. I microwaved them, of course.
disgusting. So, I'm curious to get your thoughts on this trade here. So, we're in a long. Right now, we're in the green. Okay.
Close that thing out.
Close it out.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking that too, man. A 21-day MA. We got $100 in the bank. We can profit right now. Right.
What was your entry point?
66,148.
What's your take profit there?
66.7. That is where our VWAP sits.
No, yeah, I mean that. No, I let it ride. Yeah, actually,
We got rejected.
That time frame, I'm not a big fan of. What was it? What was the larger time frame?
15. This is a 15-minute right here. Or this is a 10-minute. Here's your 15. Why is TradingView so laggy today? Oh, the new 15-minute candle open. We're seeing a little bit of volume drop here.
No, I keep it open. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll see. We got rejected at our 21-day on the 5-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame. Haven't gotten up there just yet. We almost got there on a wick. I'm curious, where does oh, there it is. Look at that. So right now, our TP sits at our 9-day MA on the 30-minute time frame, like perfectly. So I think I'm going to keep it there, and I'm actually going to move my stop loss down. I'm just going to let this trade ride. We'll let this trade ride. We got our stop loss sitting at 65,794 and our take profit at 66,695. Unless, I don't know, some news comes out. We are getting close to that last 30-minute window before the market closes. So we are expecting some volatility here on BTC and really all the altcoins. But for now, I'm kind of digging this trade. I'm also curious, those of you watching, any of you follow the trade? I'm curious. I also want to give a shout out to the community here, some of the people watching. Wheeling Dealing, James Wheeler, what's up, man? Did I take money from you on Monday? If I did, you're welcome. Brokioshi. Also, we have Brandon White said, hello, what's going on, man? Jenny, Mike Volmer, French Toaster said, sweep it. Here's Alpha, guys. Just short everything. That is all. Okay, DCA and pray. The alpha he gives is short everything. You don't need to do anything else. Just short everything. As Bitcoin's seeing $66,150. It got straight rejected on that 21-day MA. We are still in the trade. We're not closing it out. I'm not going to adjust my TP for the time being. I did want to take a peek at who do I have on the who's on the thumbnail? What coins do I have on the thumbnail? There it is. Thank you. Cardano and is that XLM? That is XLM. All right, Cardano. Let's take a peek at ADA. ADA. Okay, let's see if we can find a trade setup here on Cardano. 27.7 cents. We're on the lower time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour here on Cardano. Let's clean up the chart here just a little bit. Okay, we'll get rid of that. No, let's keep that. Okay, we'll keep these on. This is good. This is a 1 hour time frame. Ooh, we kind of blew right through that. This was a very important level to hold, guys. 27.37 cents. We kind of lost that. That was a high volume area. The another one, now that we've kind of rotated it over, is 28.11 cents. This is the last time Cardano got here, and I'll kind of drop a horizontal so you guys can look. This green dot was, the green line was a very important level for Cardano. Why? We consolidated here. This is essentially our kind of springboard before we saw a big move to the upside. This was an area where Cardano got rejected and consolidated. So could this be a potential area for us to get into a long here on ADA? Let's go to the lower time frames. Ooh, we did get a wick down there. I'm curious to see where the liquidity is. You know, one indicator I haven't used in a while is our high volume points. Damn, no high volume points on the 10-minute. Okay. Very interesting. Let's throw our market cipher A. Okay. A is not really telling us anything. We can work our way to the lower time frames. So if you're, let's see if we find any bullish divergence here on ADA on the 5-minute time frame. Nope, no bullish div on ADA. So for me, I guess if you're really itching for a Cardano trade, I would probably be eyeing along. In fact, micro short term, I think the play here is going to be trying to long some of these, trying to scalp some longs on these alts, Cardano included, obviously Bitcoin included. As you can see, we did get a wick down here to our 9-day MA, and we're looking to make another move back to the upside. But for ADA, ooh, we got a yellow X, another one.
You know, for me, for ADA, on if you go back a little bit, I put in a channel here. It's kind of loose, but you can see here that, you know, during February 5th, so a couple weeks ago, we came all the way down to sub 25 cents. But then we had a strong rally here, got up to 28 cents, but we consolidated here in between 27.75 and 26.75. So this 1 cent range here. We hung out here for 4 days. We did trade underneath it. Essentially lost this 26.5 cent, 26.7 cent support range, and then we blew through it, and then we traded right above this range. So at 27.75, yet again, this was resistance. Now we have just officially broken underneath this, and so the reason I put this channel here is I think that what we're seeing now that we've broken this support level, which was previously resistance, is that I think we're going to probably consolidate again back into this same price range. So for me, if I'm targeting an entry position, I would probably put in a long here at 26.75, and then perhaps ride that up for a full penny up to 27.75, similar to what we saw here in this last move, but just kind of on the opposite side. We came down into this channel after a big rally, and then here we're coming down into this after essentially a big rally. So yeah.
Where would you have your stop loss?
On a trade, probably 26 cents flat.
So let's see what that setup looks like.
Yeah.
So you're saying get in for a long, right?
Get in at a long.
What was it?
You could put just above. Let's go 26.8.
Okay.
So trigger price long 26.8 cents. Take profit, put it at 27.7, and then stop loss at 26 cents.
26 cents flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at a 1-to-1 trade setup.
Yeah.
Not ideal, right? Typically, you want to get 2-to-1. What I would honestly do is
I'm looking at the chart. It's just not. 8 isn't just not my favorite trade play right now.
Yeah.
I just think it's going to consolidate. I think it's going to have a hard time pushing above that.
It's hard to scalp Cardano, man, because it moves very slowly. Unless you're willing to do very high leverage or very high margin. But what are you going to put up 10 grand to make like $70? It's just not worth it, right? The other one was Stellar. So this one has had, I guess, a little better price action, although it's seeing a pretty big dump here. 2 hour looks like shit. 1 hour looks even worse. But again, guys, like after seeing big spill-offs at key levels, as long as we're at key levels, we're at important support levels, you look to scalp those longs. Unless you're just free falling, which if we look at Stellar here on the 2 hour, there's a pretty big volume gap that it's moving through as we speak. We don't really catch any bids in terms of volume until we get down to this range. And that is between 15.63 and 15.89 cents. And so if you want to remain patient, What I'd be doing here is I'd be looking along XLM at these levels. And we can extend this out and take a look. What did price do? What is the historical price action at these levels? And we just dragged it to the left. And right off the rip, big support, big support, big support, resistance, resistance, consolidation. So to me, I am waiting for an XLM entry to get into a long here. And so here's what that trade setup would look like. Long. I would probably, let's just go ahead and target the mid. Take it up to your volume area and hide it just below your box. That'll give you around a 4.25 to 1 trade setup. As I'm kind of keeping my eye on this chart here, Bitcoin is back above 66, well, right around 66,240 on the 5-minute. It did break above. We're about to get a bullish crossover here on our 9 versus 21-day moving average. We did close technically above our 21-day MA, and we're looking to push up to our 21-day MA on the 30-minute time frame. That is where we have our take profit here on BTC. And so we're seeing some volatility here as the as price reverses back to the upside. But back to XLM, if you're okay to wait, you wait for your entry at around 15.75 cents. Take your profit at around 16.57 cents, and your stop loss is at 15.56 cents. That is going to be a long on XLM. That's probably something that I'll actually trade as well. Not to say that you should put a limit order in, but at least go ahead and put an alert right there. And Bitcoin crosses above 66.3. Thoughts on the XLM trade there? Is there anything you do differently here? I mean, you do agree, though, it's probably going to just kind of fall through this area here, right? There's no bids here. And we can even kind of throw on Lux Algo, see if there's any large order blocks in this area.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot just because I think the macro is going to reverse on Bitcoin, or at least the altcoins should rally here. I like that long position you're taking on Bitcoin. I'm just kind of looking over the Bitcoin chart right now. And
we can bank $100 right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to get a stronger rally out of Bitcoin.
I think so too.
Yeah. And then, I mean, even when you zoom out, this is on 2-hour candles here. I mean, you can see, a few days ago we were at 70K. Not to say that we're going to get there, but I do think that it pushed up to 67.5 here is pretty likely. Come up to this support range here that we were testing. I know there are some wicks that came down further, so even the wicks, I think your probably take profit was at 66.7, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean that seems like a likely spot there. And of course, if you go down onto the different time ranges, you can see here. I think 66.9 basically come up and hit
almost
Perhaps some exchanges get the wick above, some don't. Yeah. I think I like this position here, and so I think that's gonna roll over to XLM. So
yeah, I mean, XLM, XRP, Cardano, they're all gonna move with whatever Bitcoin decides to do, right?
Yeah. But if you're going into a long position, you're trying to find that entry to ride it up. I think that Bitcoin's shaping up to make that look good. Atom does look really good here. Yeah, on the even on the daily, I know on the macro view, if you start off in the macro view and then you kind of like zoom out. And you had essentially a double bottom here.
Shaping up to be a nice little W. What time frame?
Yeah, that's just the daily candle. I was just kind of taking a look at what I haven't looked at the chart in a while, so it's just kind of zooming out and seeing what it looked like. Here on the 4-hour candles, you can see. Yeah, I mean it's a nice little W pattern.
If that W is going to fill out, though, we need this current leg to extend further to the upside.
So, I mean, the previous high, $22.69,
20.
which is a 10% move from where we're at now. I think if you get that move out of Bitcoin above 67 or up to 67, I think that might be all you need to push it up an extra 10%.
I'm just not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of making money. I don't know. I guess if I'm going to trade Cosmos, I'm going to trade the very low time frames. Let me pull up a Cosmos chart here for myself. Let's take a look.
I mean, I don't know how the XLM chart compares to that, but
Here, Atom, Bybit. Reversal on the 5-minute.
I like the Cosmos trade.
So let's go ahead and let's see where this stopped.
Where is Cosmos at? It's up 7%.
Look at that perfect tap on our. Look at that perfect gold pocket tap. And expansion to the upside. But
I think you get a continuation of Cosmos. I mean, right now it's up 7% on the day. I mean, on the day, it's up 25% on the week. It's over here leading the pack right behind World Liberty. On the week, though, I mean, you can see it's still in the top 10. Yeah, I can see this. I can see this getting up to that 260. Especially if it breaks over 250, I think it'll catch momentum.
And we are seeing, this actually, the 30-minute, little bit of a Morningstar pattern here on the 30-minute. With increased volume, this is good. And the bounce happened to where volume lays, right? Your VWAP line. And so what is this expansion going to be? The important thing is going to be, can we make a higher high, right? And I take this on the close. So can we get above 246.54? If we do, and you want to ride this thing long, and you want to get in now, right? If you target your VWAP, you got to have a pretty tight stop loss for this trade to really make sense. And honestly, if you don't want to get a scam wick to stop you out as Bitcoin's rallying over 66.4, currently sitting at a profit of $185. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to guarantee myself a profitable trade. So I will move my stop loss up to $66,209. That is below our moving average there. As we're seeing an increase in volume here on BTC, I'm kind of just monitoring the trade live. So those of you that got in the trade with me, this is kind of what I'm eyeing here. Now I'm looking at the lower time frames. Where does VWAP sit? 66,680 on the 5-minute, 66.7 on the 3-minute, 2-minute, same, 66,600, and in the 1-minute, we're sitting at 66,650. So that is where I look to take profits. Lower time frames look good. Looks like the 1-minute's rolling over a little bit on the RSI. 2-minute RSI went vertical. 3 minutes kind of flattened out. Very interesting. So 3 minutes going to catch up here. The 5-minute, we're starting to see a slow, gradual increase to the upside in terms of RSI. And so yeah, right now, guys, we've guaranteed ourselves a profit by moving our stop loss above. And it's a stop loss where the price should not go down to. Price should not go down below its 9-day MA as we're about to get a bullish crossover here on the 5-minute. And we're keeping our TP up there at, I'm actually going to move it down a little bit to match our VWAP on the lower time frames. So if we hit our TP, we make $350. If we don't, we make like, I don't know, $25. But we don't lose money. We're guaranteed not to lose money. What do you like? Do you like that or no? You probably don't like moving the stop loss up, huh?
Mm-hmm. No, I like trailing stop loss. I do that all the time.
Or we can bank our profit now.
No, I like the move. I think you're gonna get a push up to 66.9. You're getting a nice strong move right now, man.
With volume, that's the important thing, right? With increased volume.
Yeah,
and guys, we
I think you
nailed
get the move to 66.9. Yeah.
66.9.
Yeah.
So you think it's gonna go? Okay. Yeah,
It's not going to be one candle, but I think over the next.
we kind of nailed it. I mean, we didn't get the optimal entry because the optimal entry, I talked about this on the morning show, was at 65.8, but we got a pretty damn good one at 66.1. And so, why do I say that? Watch the show, man. Watch the damn show. Make some money with us. I didn't have anything else I wanted to go over. I kind of just want to watch my trade. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
What happened to Brennan?
I don't know. I said he had a phone call. Yeah, he went like this with his phone. I got a phone call. Then he didn't want to say it in the microphone that he had a phone call. I was like, I got a phone call. Okay, people know because you're leaving. All right, that'll do it for the show today. Thank you all very much. We do the trading show Monday through Friday, so we'll be back tomorrow. I got a special guest tomorrow joining me. You don't want to miss it. So come join us. Gino, there's no outro, so just do the screen thing.